What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be talking about the update that did come to College Football 25 today. And I'll be the first to say, I'm intrigued. I feel like, to me, a lot of times updates can ruin games, so I'm a little leery of that. But, I mean, College Football 25 definitely wasn't perfect. The spin move in regs was overpowered. There just was some downsides to the game. So I'm intrigued to see what this update is and how it's going to affect gameplay. Now, this is directly from EA, so everything in this is going to be accurate. It says, hey, College Football 25 fans, welcome to the campus huddle. And as you welcome in, smash that subscribe button. Today, we are back with the latest title update from this morning's update. We have a lot of information to share. Okay. Gameplay included 8 in new shotgun formations to a total of 35 teams. Bunch quads open, known as diamond quads, added. The teams include Texas, Western Michigan, Deuce Twins over Buffalo, Toledo, Slot F wing, NC State Liberty, Split Pro Far, NC State Liberty, Split Pro near NC State, Tight Y off Flex, Florida, Wing halfback weak close, Indiana, Minnesota. Okay, so just adding formations to team, whatever, it's fine. Turning and logic enhancements to pursuit angles. Pursuit angles was one of the worst things on this game. So we'll see if this is true. It also does say within that, introduce new behavior that further differentiates players with high pursuit angles versus low pursuit angles. So pursuit might now be a super important stat for your guys to have. Because I don't know about you, pursuit angles on this game were cooked. That was one of the worst features of this game. It just seemed like if somebody, got ahead of you, it was over. Because even if you had an angle, your guy wouldn't take the right angle and it'd be a touchdown. It also does say, Dev note, we will monitor feedback on how this change impacts gameplay and based on results could make further adjustments in a future title update. Okay, we'll see. It says reduce frequency of broken tackles from trailing defenders. Thank goodness. Because I don't know about you, and I look, I will say today, I already had a missed tackle from trailing a defender. So I don't know how accurate that's going to be. But with that being said, as long as it does reduce the frequency, that's what matters the most. Also says fix various instances of rare broken play bugs. People have told me in my stream that some plays, offensively and defensively especially, were broken on this game, so we'll see if that does also work. It says fix issue where certain formations had offensive players aligned too wide when on the near or far hash. Fixed an issue where you could not use 4-2-5 or 3-3-5 formations in a custom playbook. A lot of these feel just like minor adjustments that I personally never had an issue with, but it's cool if you had an issue with it that they are fixing it. Fixed an issue with spiking the ball in online modes was not working as part of the Turbo Tempo system. Turbo Tempo is an interesting thing. I kind of want to try it out sometime. Says fixed an issue so a speed option running back will follow the quarterback longer. Thank goodness, because in my speed option, after you got out a little too wide, this is something that needed adjustment. Because after in a speed option, after my quarterback went out too wide or carried the ball for a little too long, the running back would literally just stop in his place and the quarterback would have nobody to pitch to. So then you'd have to run with it no matter what. I definitely think that change was needed. Whether you like the option or don't like the option, for people that did run the option, that was needed. Also says adjusted AI QB behavior on shot plays to make more lob throws versus bullet passes. AI offensive line behavior resulting in less illegal man downfield. That was needed. Be less aggressive based on awareness rating. That's interesting. So awareness might actually matter. Dev note, for best chance at success, make sure you press the icon of which receiver you want to throw to before the running back receives the ball. Also says, adjusted the DB's ability to more effectively shed blocks on the perimeter. I kind of like this. Now, a lot of times on outside run plays, for example, once your wide receiver gets them in a block, it was basically cooked. It was basically over with. Now, I will say within that, it was tough at times for wide receivers to pick up the block. I feel like my wide receivers were just out there blocking nobody half the time. So, again, it probably did need to be done, but I just hope it's not overdone and my outside runs still can have some sort of success. So that's just my hope within that. QB scrambles behind the line of scrimmage will lose stamina at a fast rate. Okay, cool, because, again, fast quarterbacks were basically running all over the place. And then fixed an exploit where players would leave a QB contained player unblocked and run around them. Please tell me QB contain does work, because I would set my QB contain and it literally would not matter. Quarterbacks would still get out of the pocket and run all around me. It was very annoying. It says increase the reward players receive for shading inside or outside correctly in man coverage versus passing routes. I mean, I don't know if this is true. I genuinely don't know if this is true, because I shaded outside and somebody ran an out route and it still cooked me, so we'll see. Adjusted false start chances. We make pre-play adjustments late in the play clock. Thank goodness. So before this update, and again, I've not tried, I guess I've done it a little bit today, and I haven't had a false start yet. But if it was 5 seconds or under, you'd get a false start nearly every single time if you made a post-snap adjust or a pre-snap adjustment under 5 seconds on the play clock. Thank goodness. Mid adjustment to the Wildcat unbalanced motion zone play. Supposedly Wildcat kind of got nerfed today, so if you were Wildcat made, well, you better find some new offense. And again, I'm not saying that to be negative, it's just the truth. I don't know about you guys, but when I was playing the Wildcat, I felt like my defenders, no matter the situation, just didn't respond well. So hopefully that does actually get fixed. Reduce the effectiveness of multiple laterals in a single play. I mean, I don't know how effective that was. Adjust the thresholds required to receive the most effective juke and spin moves. We'll see. I mean, I have seen a lot on Twitter today about how, like, the spin move is being, or was nerfed today is what I should say. For, like, Ohio State, the platinum spin move was definitely a problem, though. And again, I haven't played the game enough to really know if it is fixed or not. It also does say adjusted press animations to be a more effective counter to the takeoff ability. Well, thank goodness, because that takeoff ability, especially, a lot of this is in regs compared to Ultimate Team, was just crazy. Updated pass protection mechanic to only include the running back in the protection if they're already on a block or block and release assignment. I noticed this today because I set my line to slide. And normally when you do that, the running back automatically blocks. In this situation, he didn't, and I low-key got cooked because of it. But a lot of that is just kind of a time thing. Like, if I would have known that before the play, like this update would have happened, I could have just manually done it myself. So that was kind of a me thing. It says abilities, updated the coloring of platinum. So platinum's now purple. Before it was hard to tell. Rebalance the golden platinum tiers of juke and spin abilities like 360 and sidestep. 360 was definitely overpowered. Sidestep also looks like it got a little nerf. Rebalance the platinum tier of the extender ability, which includes not firing on QB designed run plays. Slightly rebalance the effectiveness of gold and platinum tiers of the quick jump ability. Good, needed to be done. We made adjustments to the tier levels found on the Texas front 7. Again, I don't know what that necessarily means. Texas's front just got nerfed, it looks like. Then this is dynasty issues. I'm not personally going to go over all of these, but there was a lot of updates to dynasty. So if you will play dynasty or recruiting, I would recommend just going to this patch note and clicking it. Visits are fixed. Super Sim, supposedly AI, got smarter with stuff. I don't necessarily know a lot about that, but again, a lot of that was fixed. Road to Glory, a lot of that is fixed. Ultimate Team, generating best lineup no longer changes your equipped visuals and playbook. Thank goodness, small adjustment needed to be done. Player portraits will no longer appear on non-player items. Okay, fixed the crash that occurred during kickoff at halftime when playing champs. Attributes on the front of player items should update correctly after a player item has been upgraded. Cool. Fixed an issue that was occurring when highlighted the rename team on the Ultimate Team. Okay, fixed an issue with squads, prevented two users from being able to connect to the game. Fixed an issue with the orientation pack that was preventing new users from being able to upgrade their lineup and progress through the orientation field pass. Fixed an issue on the player profile screen that prevented users from being able to transition within the profile sections. Removed the green gavel icon that appeared on owned items placed in the auction house. Fixed the crash where house rules touchdown tangle that triggered when the play clock reached 0. Interesting. Play items displayed on the new items screen no longer appear transparent when not highlighted. When viewing challenge details, the yardage marker is now displayed within the conditions. On a lot of these things I didn't even notice. On the lineup screen, names of players in backup spots contributed to chemistry should change in a scale when highlighting a chemistry boost. Improved UI around attributes that are receiving chemistry boost when viewing the attributes tabs of the detail screen. Star for challenges now displays correctly. Fixed issue that was causing users to air out of the main hub when trying to access the auction house. Conference filters in the auction house works correctly. Fixed ability issues for users entering Ultimate Team for the first time. Genuinely didn't even know a lot of that happened. So I like how in-depth this is. I like that it's not just a gameplay tweak. It's a tweak just for user friendliness. The big thing for Ultimate Team is when I would generate my best lineup, it would be annoying when my playbooks would switch and my visuals would switch. So that, to me, is as important as anything else here. This sounds good, sounds great. The only thing left to do is to try it out. Try it out yourself. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.